We are continuing on where we left off, item 6.10, 1 p.m., consideration of agreement between County of Lake and Smart Easy Pay, Inc., also known as Easy Smart Pay. We have our treasurer tax collector, and we also have CSAC Finance Corporation here. If you want to come up as well, that way if we have any questions, you can be in the comfort zone. Welcome and good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Patrick Sullivan, Treasurer Tax Collector, and I'm here with Chase Brofman from the CSAC Finance Corporation and Easy Smart Pay. So this item is to consider an agreement for Easy Smart Pay. This is a program that came out of CSAC originally. Its goal is to allow people to taxpayers to make monthly payments. Right now, we don't have an option for taxpayers to pay property taxes in installments beyond the first and second that's permitted under R&T code. This program would allow taxpayers that opportunity to break those payments out into 12 monthly installments. Then for each of those installments, Smart Easy Pay would make those payments via wire to the county. Just a few points to highlight about this program. Many other counties have already gone to it. I did have some questions when it originally came to my attention. There are some elements of the service that I did not think would necessarily be valuable to Lake County. There was the ability to make installment payments directly to Easy Smart Pay. We don't really require that. We have the ability to take those payments directly via credit card or electronic payment. But what we really don't have any access to is their kind of flagship product, the monthly payments. One of the other just questions I had was about how they run their investment program. They use a model that's very similar to the requirements that Treasurer Tax Collectors operate under in government code. But because they are not licensed or regulated in the way that we are as a private entity, they would have the ability to do things differently than we do, and maybe engage in, one of the concerns I had was that they may be able to engage in investments that would not be in keeping with our practices. So one of the things that we worked out was that there would be notice. If they were to change their practices, that notice would be provided to the county so that we would have the opportunity to get out of the program if we felt that was appropriate. I have no reason to believe that would actually happen, but it's just one of the things I wanted to cover before I considered bringing it to your board. So that's the rough background of the program. If you have specific questions about the program itself or want to hear more detail, I think Chase is happy to provide that.
Do you have any further comments before we open it up for the board?
Well, I thank Mr. Sullivan for his due diligence along this process. Thank you, Chair Sabatier and members of the board for taking the time to hear this item. Yeah, as Mr. Sullivan mentioned, this was born out of the CSAC Finance Corporation. This is a program that counties wanted. We understand that you have legislative as well as operational constraints when it comes to offering partial payment for property tax, and so that's really what this program was started out of. This is no cost to constituents to enroll. There's no onboard continuous cost to them except for the exact property tax bill. Of course, there's the applicable transaction rates, which are the lowest in the state, 0% if they use ACH, and 1.99 if they use a credit or debit card. And so this has been adopted by 33 of the 58 counties. We've heard very good feedback from treasurer tax collectors as well as constituents alike that they appreciate the service. So I appreciate your consideration today looking at this item, and I look forward to a potential partnership with Lake County, Mr. Sullivan's office, and adding this value to your constituents.
Thank you very much. Any comments or questions from board members? Supervisor Paiska.
This is a need that we've had for a long time with our constituents. It is really difficult to make those payments twice a year for some folks, so I appreciate this. And I also know that our treasurer tax collector put a lot of effort into finding a level of comfort here lined out, so I appreciate both of you for putting that time in.
Thank you. Supervisor Green?
Yeah, just super quick question. I see the monthlies are in there, but semi-annual is not. Is that a technological hurdle, or is that not part of your business model?
By design.
It's on.
Yeah, I would take responsibility for that aspect that you're noting there. Smart Easy Pay does have the ability to take those semi-annual payments, but I requested that those not be included for Lake County. partially because, as I stated, we have the ability to take those payments. When we take them, they go directly into our bank account, where we're then able to invest them and earn those returns. So if Smart Easy Pay were to take those large installment payments for us, I don't find for Lake County taxpayers there's a significant added benefit because we already offer that service. And the risk to the county is that's where we lose the opportunity for interest and other investment earnings. By limiting it to the monthly payments, it restricts the number of people who would probably utilize this program. It would be those that have previously expressed the need. I mean, we're aware there's that need out there. There is that request. But those making the full installment payments earlier are unlikely, in our opinion, to be in that need. So, yes, it was by design that we restricted that to ensure the impact to our investment program would be minimal.
Okay. Thank you for that. Any other further questions or comments? Seeing none, I've spoken with Chase most recently at the conference that we were at. I guess I should preface it with I appreciate everything that CSAC does and attempts to do, but I just can't get on board with this one. I appreciate the work that's already been done to minimize the risk to the county as well as the individuals, but I would suspect that most people that want to do monthly payments probably have more of a struggling financial status than those that can just pay off the biannual payments. And the fact that you are not necessarily a bank, you don't have FDIC coverage, you don't necessarily have, yes, you might tell us that you're going to change your investment style, but what does that do to those individuals that are involved and already have given you money? Does that mean that automatically their money comes back if we cancel? Does that mean that they might have the chance to benefit or lose from that change in investment style? If it was more like a bank situation with some extra coverage, I don't feel creating a risk for those potentially already in risk is what I see as the best. And I would also assume that, and the reason I say that is because we would be advocating that this is a program that you can use. We're not advocating for any other banks in the area, and if you happen to be able to sell this product directly to the consumer, then at that point that's between you and the consumer, and the county doesn't get in the middle of it. But if I'm going to tell a constituent, hey, as a county, I'm telling you that this program is here, but there's risks and something happens, then I feel like that's not us trying to provide the best guidance to our constituents. So I know that you and I had discussed this. I've been pretty consistent on my comments, and today is just not the day that I can support this. So if there's no further comment, I'm going to open it up for public comment. Anyone wish to speak on this item? Raise your hand in Zoom. Come on up to the microphone in the chamber. Seeing none in either one, I'll bring it back to the board for action.
No,
I didn't see recommended action on the staff report, so I'm kind of struggling with the form of the motion.
Sorry, so the recommended action would be to approve the agreement and authorize the chair to sign.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Nay. Motion carries. Thank you very much.
Thank you.